one. Let's just start off with a little
gross.
Ah, man.
Oh, I love it.
Dude, if we could play more of that, I would all night.
All night. It makes me
It's
happy.
gotta be one of my
really.
favorites. Yeah. Hey, before we go anywhere, man, I saw the slap heard across the world, right? And I want to get your opinions because obviously neither you or I watched the Oscars. What's your initial thought?
Okay, so my initial thought was I watched like a replay type of video on it, and well, someone had posted on Facebook, like, did that really just happen? And so then I Googled and found a little video on YouTube of it, and man, all I saw in that video was the way Jada looks at him, like, are you going to handle this? Because Will was laughing.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a joke. It was at his wife's expense. He was laughing. He laughed. He thought it was kind of funny. And then when he saw his wife's face and the way she looked at him, he was like, oh, I got to go. I got to go. Baby says, pull the trigger. He's got to pull the trigger, right? We could say that trigger on here. That wasn't like a gun analogy, but can we say that? Can we say gun?
We could say everything.
We could say gun. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it. And it's like, I heard on a different podcast I listen to like twice a week that their take on it was she has completely stripped away his power and like his ability because, and I don't know what it is. And I don't know. I mean, obviously there's baggage there between Rock and him, but like, dude, at heart, you're a comedian, Will, you get it, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. He understands, he knows. And he came out with an apology, right?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
I read a thing. I don't know that it was actually from him or not, but I read a few different things that were allegedly from him, and they seemed pretty solid.
Yeah,
but there's no like Jada apology,
No, she came out with some bullshit about, I don't know, whatever she said. But like today, just like breaking about 30 minutes ago, as we record this, the Academy says Will Smith refused to leave the Oscars after slapping Chris Rock, and there will be further investigations. Why?
I don't know. Did you see any of the conspiracy stuff?
With I had to. Yeah,
a little thing on his eye.
Sam Tripoli sent something up, and I follow all his tinfoil hat stuff, man.
Yeah, I'm not buying that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not buying that one.
No, the pat on the face thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. So there's this video out. I want to talk about this one more thing before we dive here. There's this video out of this teenager on his way to a job interview who gets completely flipped and turned upside down, no pun intended, by the tornado, then flips again and then just drives off. Have you seen it?
Oh, are you talking in the Silverado?
I don't know, down in
Is
Texas.
Is he in a Chevy Silverado?
Yeah, I mean, America's most reliable pickup, I suppose. I mean, no free shout outs, right?
If we're thinking of the same video, I've seen that video.
All right,
the truck gets twisted up and then he drives off. I've seen that. I saw an article.
Your boys got you. Sit tight real quick. And then whoop, he's gone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he took like pictures in front of that truck afterwards.
Really?
Yeah, like he still has it. And that's going to be $1 million truck.
Dude. And like
if Chevy doesn't give him a replacement truck, I'm going to be surprised.
Yeah. I mean, he's on his way to a job interview and he didn't want to be late.
Yeah.
What a thug, dude.
So did he get the job?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You could go work for Chevy, Do
you like my son's headphones?
I do. And I was going to ask you before the show, but I mean, they seem to, I love them for you.
They're tiny. I mean, I'm not going to, but they're doing their job.
Yeah. They're working. So, there was this other podcast that I was a part of. I don't know if you know this or
Well, I know this.
Best friends for about 20 years here. It's So like hypothetically, right? Let's go with the word hypothetically or allegedly.
Or how about this? There's a guy
There's a guy I know
that was
There's
a part of a
yeah.
podcast before being here today. He was allegedly a part of a podcast. We'll go that route. Not you, but someone you know.
Yep.
No.
And let's say that you found out that there was some shady stuff going down, you know, and how shady, you don't know yet. You don't know. There's deets coming left and right. And I'm not a big fan of the cancel culture media type of deal here. So the big thing here is, you know, I'm set with this moral dilemma, hypothetically or allegedly. Allegedly, I had this.
Someone is set with this moral dilemma.
Somebody somewhere.
Somebody
somewhere in North America, we'll say. I'm assuming, right?
Midwest, maybe.
Anyways, so you find out, you kind of knew all along, hypothetically, allegedly, that something wasn't right. Something didn't seem right. Somebody who, let's say, allegedly, the other guy spends the entire day. How much of the day? The entire day.
The whole day.
On the Facebooks and the interwebs, just doing, you know, let's say hypothetically some shady stuff. And so here you are, allegedly, stuck in between a rock and a hard place. And now you know, so you don't got plausible deniability because people sent you screenshots, allegedly, of the conversations of asking for money, begging for money, trying to help for money for this, trying to help for money for that. You kind of saw some of it, allegedly, because it would be like door to door. Hey, you got some money? Like selling Kirby vacuum. That's kind of what it reminded me of. And I've never wanted to be a part of that life, that hustle, you know? And recent events come up, people reach out, and it's kind of like, hey, the words that allegedly were said were you should probably cut ties because it's a sinking ship. And this is what happened. Ding, 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 the last 2 years. And you kind of knew all along, allegedly, because he would down talk some people, talk bad about other people. And then in the same vein, you'd see a Facebook post. We know Facebook's not real life. You and I know that, but some people don't know that. That would say, oh, I love you so much. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being a part of the page. You're the best. Next day, I can't believe they're spending $10 on Starbucks every single morning, but they can't throw money at the page. Allegedly. What do you do, man? What do you do? I mean, if you're allegedly in that situation, hypothetically.
I would say if this person who is the partner to that scam person, who's the one who created everything, started it all, built it,
the slogan,
everything, the name, the slogan,
hypothetically,
the following, he has every right, or she, whoever it is, has every right to nuke it all, cancel the whole thing,
just go full blown
gone.
Gonzi.
Every little bit of it.
And
if the other person wants to continue moving forward with this show of theirs that was theirs and do it on his own, and you should start over.
Yeah. And here's
if he's sitting there asking people for money, that comes back on both people. That comes back on each part of the show.
Oh, especially the one who is titled the owner of the page.
Exactly.
You would think.
You would absolutely think.
So
the show needs to end, and whoever has control of those channels and everything that helped the show become what it is needs to pull the plug completely, end it all, or sell all of it to the other guy for a substantial amount of money.
Buy it outright.
Outright. All of it.
I mean, because allegedly, hypothetically, here in this mythological world that we're speaking of, you've been collecting money from people the whole time. Yeah. How long? Well, the receipts and the screenshots go back the whole time.
That's a long time. The whole time is a lot of the time.
A lot of the time. So let's say, okay, let's play devil's advocate for the other guy. Let's play devil's advocate because the other party involved isn't like the other party, right? He has morals, he has standards, he knows. He knows it ain't easy, right? Because you and we're going to do it again the right way. But I mean, if we were following
We're
that,
not going to ask for money.
that's where things got
I mean, I
sideways.
guess
And how long had that happened?
I have some medical bills that.
Oh, you too?
Yeah.
So it would, the whole time is a long time.
So I'm going to start now.
Time. I mean, might as well.
I got to get going.
Might as well. Okay, yeah. So let's talk. Let's think hypothetically again and allegedly again. Let's say you made the exit from the show. You texted the other party, and then you said your goodbye. Immediately, how far? Immediately after that had broke, you reached out to a mutual friend. Not me, not you. The other party reached out to a mutual friend and said, that guy, who would be me in this scenario, Adam instead of Eve, was he had nothing to do with the show. He had nothing to do creating the name. He had nothing to do with the Facebook page being created. He had nothing to do with the Instagram page being created. And he never had any of the ideas. That what was said about the guy that created the show and created the name and created the slogan. If those words were said, then my moral ground of taking the higher road and saying, hey, you know what? The way you're going with it is a perfect vision for you. Let's say hypothetically somebody said that in a public goodbye, trying to split ways, just let's split ways. Third party reaches in, says, hey, guy, whoever that guy is, I just received a call. This is what was said. A ding, 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 ding about how me in this situation, if hypothetically, allegedly, didn't do nothing. So what would I do? I would go back to the beginning of time. How far back did you go since the start? Oh, that's right. Why are you asking for me to transfer ownership if you created the page? Why are you asking for me to make you an admin if you created that page? Oh, now I'm getting worked up. Now Daddy's getting hot. Daddy's got screenshots of it all. And what do I do? I reach out when he says, hey, make me an admin of this page. If it were me, hypothetically, allegedly, in this mythological world, if it were me, I reach out and say, hey, bud. Hey. And you know how much I hate those two words. Hey, bud. Oh, ew, gross. I don't like it. That's you telling me, hey, we're about to throw down. Unless it's you and me.
Yeah.
Then that's fine. But some rando talking crap, saying, hey, bud. Oh, buddy. Oh, here in the Midwest, dog, if that's where we're at in this mythological world, that's shaking already, bro. Let's say you reach out and you say, hey, make me an admin, transfer the ownership. Hey, and then let's say hypothetically you say, man, I'll support anything you do. Good luck, man. Got your back. I'm thinking we're good. Equal split, hypothetically, allegedly. We're good. But then the morals start and they go away and I'm mad now. I say, sure, man. Right after you stop talking, beep, whatever word I said there. Then I will, sure. The next words that hypothetically, allegedly come out are, you need to send me back all the equipment for the show. Oh, bud, do I? But you created the show. You created the page. The name is yours, huh? You've got screenshots of that. I would assume if you're a good business partner doing long-term relationship across the United States or Canada, wherever this is taking place.
Yeah.
So I reach out to my guy. Hypothetically, allegedly. What are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts?
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you knew,
if I knew the guy, I would absolutely say you have every right to pull the plug on all of it. I'd remove him from all admins on anything that he's allowed to do on all of the pages that were created by the creator. Whoever created the pages has every right in a split to remove the other person from those pages. And then your or his or whoever's got what they have, that's theirs. And if the other person wants that, then they would have to buy that from them. Otherwise, it's just a split. You have what you got. I got what I got. Done. Over with.
Moving on.
Let it go.
Right. That's how in my mind, that's how.
But if one person wants to keep it going, they got to start over.
They have to.
If the guy that started it from the beginning wanted to keep it going, he'd have to start over.
Yeah, I agree.
You'd
I
have
mean,
to start
because-
over, find someone else to do an awesome show with.
I mean, entitle it maybe the men behind the mic. I don't know. I don't know
That's
what I
I'd
would
do.
do. Maybe. I mean, you go left, I go left. It's how it's always
That's
been.
what we're doing.
Why,
Well, that's what we would do in that position.
In that position, that's what we
Yeah.
would do. Then you got people reaching out saying, hey, I also sent this guy money. And I say, hypothetically, what I would say was, you did nothing wrong. You thought you were doing the right thing. And then hypothetically, the response was, I'm in tears, can't believe this would happen. I feel deeply sorry for anybody that would have ever been affected by that. And if I was involved in the situation, if I was the second party here, what I would tell you is I would have nothing to do with somebody's medical bills. I would have nothing to do with begging for money door to door. And for the people that would have donated money to the cause, to the people, just know that money would have been invested back into the equipment like it should have been and like it was. And here's my thing. I know that the other party, you worked hard too. I know that. That's why I tried to split. That's why I just tried to break. That's why I would have just tried to break up. Hopefully we can cut and piece that to where it just says I would have hypothetically tried to break up, go our separate ways.
You're passionate.
Yeah.
You're passionate. So you're putting yourself in the position and you're doing a great job. Nothing needs cut out. Nothing needs edited. You're doing great.
Hey,
Gross.
That's all.
Exactly.
That's all. Ross. Man, I love you. Yeah, I've got okay. Let's delete that one from the notes and moving on here. Hey, got a question for you. Something that you and I have always talked about.
Yeah.
I want to get to the double wide before we end this because that's a good Instagram clip. Let's say if I was going to Instagram some. Oh no, we're back to real life now.
This is real
You and
life,
you and I have the conversation of the goat talk a lot, and we get passionate about this said goat talk. People that I have this conversation with are usually much older or much younger. You and I, we look alike. We're the same everything.
We're there.
You believe LeBron James is
It's changed.
well,
It's
I'll
changed.
listen. Go on.
I'm Jordan. Jordan's GOAT. Yeah.
Jordan's what? What'd you
Jordan's
say?
GOAT. Greatest of all time. Michael Jordan. LeBron's doing great things, but once you take the whole of everything and you piece it together, I've lost a lot of respect for LeBron over the course of the last couple of years. And maybe it's just me being salty to give it to Jordan, but that's where I'm at.
Does it have anything to do with them getting knocked out of the playoffs by chance?
No.
Just strictly lost respect for the man.
I lost respect for him.
Okay.
He's turning into a politician.
Okay. Hold on.
You know?
Hold on. I have watched the Michael Jordan doc, the Last Ride, The Last Dance. Sorry, The Last Dance, multiple times. I've actually taken a pregame chant from Michael Jordan onto the baseball field. Said chant, what time is it? Game time. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyways, and there was a big political deal in one of those episodes, right? Everybody was so mad that he didn't open up, so mad that he didn't take one side because of race, knowing I have a bigger picture of outside of politics. Race, yes, huge deal. I understand. I get it. But the politics side of things is what they're mad at him for not doing. At the end of the day, he said, I don't care if he's black or white. This is my legacy. Is that kind of is that a respect deal there? What do you think?
Oh, yeah, I can respect that.
People hated him for it.
Not that I don't love LeBron and what he's done for a lot of people. I mean, I've lost some respect over the last couple of years.
All right, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I do love right now.
What?
Ja Morant.
Really?
Oh boy. Yeah.
Are you a March Madness guy?
I'm not a huge March Madness guy, but I'm pretty pumped right now. I'm excited to
crazy.
see Duke in North Carolina.
Yeah, you and the entire rest of the world, I think, man. I mean,
Yeah, we're
Last
all
Dance.
stoked. I'm a North Carolina fan.
Then why did we ever have this fight for freaking ever, dude?
I don't know, man.
You know what? You know what it is about guys like you and I? We can admit when we're wrong.
It doesn't happen often, but
hey,
it's
you were wrong.
possible. I think I was wrong. I was wrong about LeBron.
I love you
At
so
the time, I was right.
much.
Now,
What?
I mean, I was right then.
Greatest of all time. That's what GOAT stands for.
And then he dropped down though, you know.
I dig it. Hey man, something
His
I want you
stock's
to,
gone down.
and that happens.
It happens.
Something I want you to educate me on in time is UFC, because the more these comedians that I follow, the more that these podcasters that I follow do these fight companions, and like where Chris D'Elia, literally, we have, shout out to Chris D'Elia, love you. We have literally watched him evolve, become a better person, first of all. Secondly, we've watched him like grow into this UFC fan, and watching him learn like literally live is insane to me. And I think it would be hilarious, dude. Us watching it and you teaching me.
Oh yeah.
God, you're a man.
I mean,
many words.
It's UFC is another thing that's gone down over the years. In my opinion, it's probably gaining in popularity, but the quality of the fights that we used to have just aren't what they were before. McGregor really changed the game in terms of who you have to be to sell and to be on the big cards and to pull money. He really changed it. And I don't think it was in a way that was really good. At the time, it was great and it was exciting, but now that's what everyone's trying to do. And you look at the Covington and Masvidal stuff. That was awesome.
Do you think it's becoming like WWE?
Oh, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, little. It's not scripted.
No.
But they're definitely, other fighters have seen what it takes to make the money and to get that name. So now they're going to start trying to replicate that. So in a way, they're going to have to change who they are, how they act, the kind of person that they are, to try to be that in order to sell those fights.
So do you still follow it regularly? Like this up and comer guy out of, where did they just have the last fight last weekend? I watched the Fight Companion. So I didn't watch the fight. I watched comedians watching the fight, if that makes sense.
Which one was it? Patty?
The up and comer, they're calling the next Conor McGregor. That's had Patty. I've heard good things.
Patty, I think it's like Patty Pemblett, Pemblett, something like that. Yeah, he's really good. I've seen him fight a few times now, and I don't hate him. He's exciting. He brings a lot of energy, but he's doing the same thing. You know, he's trying to be that cocky little smug guy and make everybody hate him, love to hate him type of thing. We'll see. We'll see what happens. They've had so many hype trains these last few years that they're like, oh, this guy's going to be the next big thing. And then they get beat. And then everybody's just like, oh, crap, I guess that wasn't it. Next one. Who's next?
So, okay, before we move on, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that are watching this that enjoys this conversation about this topic. Dustin Poirier, Theo Von's favorite. So once you lose, are you, besides, unless you're Conor McGregor, obviously, once you lose, are you like out? Is that how that works?
No, not at all. Not even a little bit. Poirier's lost a few times. I mean, Poirier's not undefeated.
Right. But Israel, now he's not on the card.
Israel Adesanya is like, he's the champ, and he just went up in weight. I mean, so it doesn't really count. He went up a weight class to fight and ended up losing to Jan Blachowicz. And I mean, people lose, man. It's all part of the game. You can't win them all.
Right. I mean, Conor's literally been beat down.
You find out how good you are when you find out how you lose. McGregor's not a good loser.
No,
not at all.
No, but okay, but let me ask you this then, man. Like, if you had hundreds of millions of dollars and you show up to fight night on a yacht, what's the drive? You just love knocking people out?
Yeah, I guess. You like to hit people. You like the sport. You like to do it. I think at this point, McGregor's going for that name. He's chasing a name, and I feel like with each fight lately, he gets further and further away from who he wanted to be in the octagon.
Wow,
He's just been losing.
See, that's what I'm saying. But he's one of the other guys that can keep losing, and they'll keep putting it on cards.
Oh yeah, like you look at Khabib.
Yes,
he stopped. He beat everybody, and then he was like, "All right, I'm out."
Yeah,
he did it all. He beat them all.
You're right. That's the standard now, right? I mean, or
that's
no,
what
that's
you should do.
But that's unreachable. Yes.
Well, probably
28-0 or something. Yeah.
I think it's 27 or 28, maybe 28. That's just a lot.
Yeah, just don't go. Oh, dude. Okay, pivot. This is where I wanted to talk to you about too. Maybe next episode, maybe not. But hey, we're here. You are a Paul fan, right? Or no?
Oh,
Jake
yeah.
Paul.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, now explain why.
Him.
Explain
like
why.
Him.
Explain why.
I like him. I'm not talking.
I think
explain. That's fine, and I'm probably not going to give you an explanation that you love and that you're happy with at the end of the day. At the end of the day,
words are hard.
So hard.
Gross.
Yeah. So I like what he's done in the sports of fighting, combat sports. I think he's doing a lot for combat sports. He's going to continue doing a lot for combat sports. He does a lot for the fighters that other promotions don't do. He takes care of his fighters, from my understanding. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But from what I've read, from what I've seen, from fighters' responses, from their reactions to him taking care of them, he takes really good care of his fighters. You look at UFC, they don't pay their fighters crap. That Patty guy got 12 grand.
What?
I'm pretty sure he got 12 grand to show
they
up. They
sold out the
grand.
O2, bro.
He got nothing. And then because their sponsorship or whatever, I think it was when they started with Reebok, that all their fighter pay just went way down. And I could be completely wrong again. I don't know.
So what I understood from like people like Brendan Schaub, who obviously had, fought in the UFC and all that, like that was a lot of the reason why he respects Jake Paul and Logan Paul too, because I guess there's a huge, and I think that's what drug me in a little bit more to the UFC, is hearing that Dana was kind of like, this is mine. Like he's like the Jerry Jones of, like the first UFC I watched, I believe it was like a super fat guy and then like some short guy with one hand, or it was like something crazy to where it was like backyard, like UFC 1 was like Street Fighter essentially.
Back in the day, they didn't have gloves on, nothing.
Yeah.
They just went in there and beat the crap out of each other.
Super undersized dudes. Like that's wild.
They didn't have weight classes and stuff. You just showed up and you fought everybody. I think it was tournament style back then too.
I think you're right, dude.
So
like
fight like multiple times in a night.
Yeah.
Just walking about, all right, you beat this guy. Go sit over here, drink some beers until your next guy's ready.
Man, that's wild. That is so crazy.
That was like my house. That one house I had.
Yeah.
Where we fought in the basement.
Dude, it's so, speaking of the old days, Dane Cook, like when we were growing up, like Dane Cook was the comedy star. Like,
oh yeah.
And then I don't know what happened to him, but like you reminded me of Dane Cook all the time. Just hilarious. Like, where did he go though?
I don't know where he went.
Like, I know he got super fat and like there was
big. Yeah, I think he had a lot of mental health issues or something. Something happened with his brother, maybe.
B&E.
I think he has a brother that was like screwing him over or something to stole a bunch of money from him, maybe.
You're right.
Is that
right? Yes.
accurate? I don't.
No. You're right. He was on Tiger.
Somebody fact check this.
Yeah, they will. I swear to God, what podcasting is two people having a conversation and a third person that you can't hear screaming at you that you're wrong. That's what a podcast is.
That's why I like to say I think, or in my opinion, if I understand this right, because I could be completely wrong.
Hey,
I want
speaking
someone
of,
to come at me and think that I'm like spouting fact, like this is the way it is. There's no other way it could be any
what's
other.
your thought on Joe Rogan? What's your thought on the Joe Rogan
Love him.
attempt of no, but the attempt of the cancellation?
I think it was crap.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I don't know. That's a hard one to touch on because there were, it all just kind of went away, didn't it?
Yes.
Like everybody just stopped talking about it. Didn't he come out and apologize for his old stuff? And didn't a bunch of his old stuff get taken down too?
Yeah. So he put the old stuff from Spotify, and I swear they like the next day showed up on YouTube again.
See, I think he could have done something huge for like standing up for yourself and not being canceled. Who was it? Is it Rumble? Rumble? Was Bumble a dating app?
Bumble is a gay dating app.
Yeah, not that then. Rumble. Is it Rumble? That's like a different podcast
something like
place
that.
Or something.
In our opinion.
They offered him like, wasn't it like $3 million? They were like, Joe, we'll give you $3 million. Move all your stuff over here. We'll never censor you or anything.
He had some people on about censorship that are creating a new app. And like he announced that he was going to try out this thing. And within minutes or hours or something crazy, they had like millions of people join the page. And I
believe it.
Dude, and he's so funny. Like what's crazy about that, and I put this on anything. Before that happened and before that came out, I went back because they were on Spotify and started listening to 01. Then 02 with like Joey Diaz and Ari Shaffir and Tom Segura, dude. And their first sponsor was I don't want to say it on here, a male toy, the first one, like a sleeve. You know what I'm saying?
A fleshlight.
Yes, the fleshlight.
I'll say it.
There you go.
I'll say it.
Yeah, that was their first sponsor, dude, and nobody knew what it was. And so all of his friends would come on and they'd be like, dude, you gotta try this out. He's like, Joe Rogan, I don't want to try the one that you use. He's like, Uncle Joey, no, man, I got a new one for you. He goes, what do you do with this thing? He's like, exactly what you think, man. Dude, they were hilarious. The best. And then I started thinking, I'm like, oh, dang, I'm like, hold up. Dude, the wrong person gets a hold of this, or you're talking about COVID like it's not real. And then all of a sudden, whoever's up there watching in the cloud is like, oh, wait, we got to go dig into this guy. We know he's a comedian. We know he says stupid crap. Dude, I the same week, I was like, oh, damn, something bad's going to happen. Crazy.
Yeah, I saw it like it, and it's a joke, but I saw people posting stuff like, I'm just going to say it now or get ahead of it. Like Joe Rogan didn't kill himself and stuff. It's like, Can you imagine? What if he would have gone that route, though? What if he would have gone the route where he took all of his stuff? He left Spotify. He said, F you to everyone over there and said, I'm going this way. I'm speaking truth. I'm speaking what I believe. You know, I'm not going to change anything for you.
Yeah.
And
he would have got
probably would have been
Epstein. We'll call it that.
Suicided.
Damn. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, not a laughing matter.
No,
non-consensual
suicide.
No. Did you see Jesse Smollett or whatever?
Smollett?
Whatever that
Jesse.
guy is.
Jesse. Yeah.
You see him walk out of the courthouse? I am not suicidal. I'm like,
Did you see the meme of Jesse Smollett and it said Will Smith hit me too?
No, dude.
Oh yeah.
Dude, some of the memes are getting good.
People are that same night. I mean, within hours, people are good. They are fast and they are good.
Yeah, and shout out to Tony Conan, man. I swear he's hiding those things in his basement.
Oh, he is. He's got to. He's got to be. He's got to have like just a group of people that send him memes before they send him out.
Bro, I swear 2 days ago when the whole Will Smith thing came out, I texted him a picture I found on a different friend's one. And I said, hey, you dropped this. I believe this belongs to you. 1 second. It was on there and I was dying. It was the OJ one where like love will make you do crazy things. Yeah. And then OJ's like, exactly. Yep. You know what's crazy? Melissa only knows OJ as that guy. She really didn't know that he was some bomb football player.
Really?
And I guess really did I until he got.
I'm on her side, man.
The world stopped, dude.
I wasn't a huge man.
You're still not.
I didn't have like role models growing
Oh,
up. That
wow.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I jumped in too soon there. I thought you
You
were
know
going
what
to
I mean,
say
though?
you're not into football. And I was like, you're still not into football that
No,
much.
cool with
But you were
football. I
right.
love football now, but like when I was little, I didn't have like my dad didn't teach me how to throw a ball. You know, he didn't teach me how to play football, and
Same.
so it was
Same.
like I didn't get into sports.
Yep.
The friends I had were, you know,
Doing B&Es.
yeah, yeah. It wasn't a big focus on sports.
No.
Basketball, yeah, I love basketball.
Well,
But
that's just because you could just do that by yourself.
yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
was decent at it. So.
Yeah. Hey, so you and I have been roommates before. You and I were roommates a couple times, but the one, or were we just once? And I was just with you all the time. We lived together once, but when we did
Yeah.
live together, we didn't just live together. We lived in the same room. We
Same
didn't just live in
bedroom.
the same room. We
Our
lived in the
beds
same room in a double
were-
wide.
We're touching like this. There's an L-shaped corner. Your bed here, my bed here. Boom.
Bro, and the room wasn't that big.
It wasn't. It was a tiny little room.
Couple times I'd wake up and you'd be peeing in the closet or a dresser drawer or the corner. And then God forbid, you wake Lance up in the middle of a pee on the floor because you're wrong, and he's right,
Oh yeah.
bro.
I mean, to this day, that's right.
What I mean by you're wrong and he's right is you don't tell me where I need to pee. I'm peeing in the toilet. No, you're not. You're peeing in a dresser drawer, and not your dresser drawer, my dresser drawer. Don't tell me what I'm doing. All right, bro. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
But I always knew the next day, like, hey man, I peed in your drawer, huh?
Yeah, you didn't try to hide it.
No, that happened.
So much happened in that double wide. Hey,
It's
tell
so
the
weird. All the blackouts and stuff that I've had. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird like that. Like, I can be in a blackout and I know nothing. And then 3, 4, 5 days later, it's like I remember all of it crystal clear. Like every single thing that happened when I was blackout drunk. I remember it later. And I'm like, hey, did this really happen? And people are like, yeah, did that happen? I mean, there are some times, I guess, that are complete blackouts that I never got back, and it's probably for the better. But
do you still remember those things? Because like I don't remember till you bring it up.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same spot.
Yeah, but then it comes
Like
rolling
we start
in.
talking about it, we start talking about a person, and we're just like, oh, remember this time?
Yeah, I do.
You know,
Speaking of said person, in that double wide, we had a roommate. That he was the only person in the house, not the owner of the double wide, keep in mind, but he was the only person in the house, the double wide trailer, that had his own bedroom.
can we call him Chad?
Yeah, we can. So in this
Chad.
mythological world, hypothetically,
It's not mythological. It's a real world, and it's a real person, and his name was Chad.
Chad.
Oh, it's real. It's 100% real. Great guy.
Sounds
Love
sick.
him to death. I'd kill
Love
for him.
him. Yeah, I don't know why you have me blocked on Facebook. Hey, I want you to know, or I want you to tell the 6-pack story. Try to go with Chad.
So this was a double wide that we partied. We partied hard. Boy, did we party. And we were partying all weekend. And Chad, bless his heart, huge heart, he just wanted to find love. And he thought he found it in every single woman that talked to him. So there's a specific weekend, this lady was talking to him, and he was madly in love with her. And he can't help that. He just loved her. So we party all weekend. Chad doesn't party with us. It's a Sunday night now.
Mm-hmm.
Parties are over. We're just chilling. We're ready to go to bed. We all got to work in the morning. You know, we're going to bed. Chad's up blaring music, just blasting it, just loud as shit. And we're all like, dude, we got to go to bed. You got to stop. And Chad's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't get to party because I was too busy staying up having my heart ripped out.
Gross.
Ugh, sad. I mean, we laughed about it and we laugh about it now, but man, we've all had those moments, you know,
All
the
right,
heartbreak.
so
And
Chad,
he was puking that night.
Yeah.
And he
Yep.
come out of the bathroom and he goes, "Oh, I went in with a 4-pack, came out with a 6-pack."
Yes. Yes. There it is.
He's
There's
a great
the
guy,
banger.
man. Great guy.
Love Chad. I love Chad.
I love
I
him
love
too.
Chad. But the thing about this night, I believe it was over. It was prom. Yes?
I don't think it was prom.
Are you sure? Then it
I'm
was
not-
homecoming.
I'm not
Because there was a
100%
dance at the
sure.
high school. There was
I
a
think it's
dance at the high school.
homecoming. I think it'd be homecoming.
Okay, we'll go with homecoming. And Chad got his heart ripped out because said person, I know her, I know the name, but there's not anything that rhymes with it. Left Chad for a different man who she was his first that night. And so poor Chad didn't just get his heart ripped out, bro. He got his heart ripped out by a moment in time that will live on forever and ever for the other guy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So he went to the kitchen, to the cupboard. He grabbed all the bottles. How many of the bottles? He grabbed all of them. And we see him walking to his room by himself. Then the party escalates in his room by himself.
Yeah.
Poor Chad. Poor Chad. We should have stopped that. We tried.
Oh, we tried. We
Did we?
tried.
Okay.
Yeah. Looking back on it, I feel bad because maybe we did bully Chad a little bit.
Well, yeah. Did we?
There was the time Jimmy John's. I ordered Jimmy John's for the whole house. Where there's a whole house of people in the living room. Everybody's chilling. We're ordering Jimmy John's. Hey, you want anything? You want anything? You want anything? Everybody's like, yeah, give me a bootlegger with mayo and provolone. Cool, got you. And I'm telling the guy on the phone, doing the order. Everybody's getting their order. Everybody's like, add lettuce. Hey, tell them no tomato. Just simple little things. Chad over here is like, I want this. I want a BLT, but instead of bacon, I want it to be 2 slices of ham folded in stars, and I want 3 pieces of lettuce. I want you to put tomato on there, but I want you to peel the skin off the outside of the tomato rings, and just all this crazy stuff. And I'm like telling the guy, like, and then this, and then this, and then this, and then this. And I'm like, sorry, man, it's for a Guido. And everybody's sandwiches show up. Chad hated being called Guido, but he was called Guido because he had the spiky hair and he looked like a Guido.
Yeah, super
You
intriguing.
know what I mean?
With a
He's a
4-pack.
great guy. But anyways, so sandwiches show up and I'm looking at them. And it's like bootlegger, know this or whatever. And bless their hearts, the Jimmy John's worker wrote Guido on that sandwich.
Yep. And it was so funny
Glorious.
when you handed out the sandwich.
Glorious. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't
The
believe
stars aligned, dude.
Literally
You had
have
the
a
right
picture
guy on
of
the
that
phone.
sandwich. I have that picture to this day. I have a picture of that sandwich, Guido.
And you used to tag Chad in it
Every year.
Until what?
Blocked.
Oh, he
Got
blocked you.
Yeah.
But then he proceeded to block me. I
Yeah.
never called him Guido.
Guilty by association, brother.
He's just like, hey, you kind of look like that guy. Block you too. I love Chad. I still
Yeah.
love Chad.
Like I said, dude, till this day, I'd go to bat for him, man.
Me too.
I'd go
Me
to
too.
war with Chad.
I see Chad's brother a lot up here.
Great guy.
Good guy. And pretty sure he's great at boxing.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, good dude. We'll just leave it Chad's brother.
Chad's brother.
Okay. All right, man. We got like 10, 15 minutes left. I want to get your takes on a couple things here. You had messaged me a couple years ago, and you kind of ruined, I'd say, a large portion of my life. And here's why. And here's what. Yes, you did save my life. Blah,
Wow.
blah, 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 blah. You saved my
Oh.
life. I'm here because of you. We all know the story.
And then
We all
you
know
ruined it. Anyways.
And
yeah.
then you proceed to, at least you didn't stab me in the back. And here's what you did. You directly addressed it and you said, hey, you've been singing T-Pain wrong this entire
Oh,
time.
yeah.
And life's never been the same for me because I still sing it wrong. But now I know that it's wrong.
You sing it ooh-wee, don't you?
I do. But how did you know?
Sing it ooh-wee. I don't remember now. Someone ruined it for me. I'm almost 100% sure it was like a
passing the
video
buck.
or an ad or something that was just like ruining site, because this was before I was on TikTok, and I mean now it would absolutely be ruined for everybody.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I can't remember what video it was I saw. I just remember seeing it, and I was just like, Matt has to know.
Yeah.
I
He
had,
did that.
had to know.
Then T-Pain addressed it directly.
T-Pain absolutely addressed it. Yeah.
Yeah. But he said, "Oh, wait, there's more. Did you know this? And did you know that?" And I directly correlate that to you.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, the algorithm, man. You know they're listening. You know
There's
they're
a glitch
watching.
in the matrix.
Yeah.
This world's not real.
Dude, it was
Yeah.
so crazy, man. When he came, dude, and then to find out the dude can sing, dude's got some pipes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Blew me away too. Like, why did he? Why the auto tune? If you can sing like that, why the auto tune?
Yeah, I agree. Man,
He gave the people what they wanted, though.
Just give the people what
Like, could you imagine if all of those incredible songs, all of those club bangers, and everything that he had, if he didn't use the auto tune and he was just this beautiful voice singing? Sure, that'd be great. But are you gonna? I mean, are you going to the club to that?
No.
You're
It wouldn't
not.
be like, "Shawty, buy me a drink."
He did the absolute right thing. Like, it was just a beautiful buy me a drink. You know, people would be like, shut it off. Turn something. Go to little John. Get this out of here.
Yeah.
But he made the absolute right call.
Go to Earth Factory, where I'm in the song. Yeah.
He did the right thing.
He did.
Really?
And he didn't just do the right thing, man. It was a large portion of our life. And you're right. I think he changed the game.
Absolutely.
You seen the Kanye doc?
I haven't. I was just thinking Kanye, though, when you said he changed the game. Kanye changed the game, too. But at some point, you got to just stop, you know?
So watch the doc, then we'll talk about it. Because I'm like, again, it's, there's comedy, right? And then homeboy who shoots $100 bills out of his man part, apparently, is pretty funny, right? And then there's Kanye, who's like, no, dude, I want to kill you. Like, this ain't a game,
Yeah.
I love to see it.
As you meme back to Will Smith, have you seen the one where it shows Kanye behind the tree doing one of these? And it says when Kanye West finds out it's okay to slap comedians.
Bro,
that's probably my favorite.
That's
probably my favorite.
I wrote down. Talk about Kanye. Talk about Kanye. He's hilarious. But dude, okay, your wife is one of the people who kind of opened my eyes, and she was like, hey, Kanye's kind of sick. Like, something's wrong there. Like, we shouldn't be encouraging this. So I was like, oh, hold on. I think there's a doc out. Binged it. Well, no, because Netflix got me. They gave me the first 3 episodes, and then weekly after that. Dude's been through it, dude. That's what Netflix is for, dude. If I want that, I'll go to
without
Hulu.
seeing the documentary, I know he's been through some stuff.
I didn't.
Didn't he get in like a really, really bad car wreck, and his jaw was wired shut for a really long time? That's what that song "Through the Wire."
Oh, I've been
through the wire. You know what I'm talking about?
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
didn't know that.
He said, "I spit it through the wire."
Dude, he shows up at Rockefeller, and he's like, dude, you got to hear this song. They're like, didn't you just almost die? He's like, I put it on a beat, dude, Through the Wire. Check it out. And it's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, he's like losing his mom. Like, I didn't know his mom was like his only thing. Like, he's kind of like us in a way. Like, his mom was. So the minute the mom pops on and Donda shows up and she's like, you're going to be so famous, Kanye, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, oh, dude, I kind of love this guy.
Yeah. It changes things when you meet the person.
Kind of.
Oh,
yeah. No, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. Yeah. Anyways, check out the doc. We'll talk about it on the next
I have to. Yeah, I will.
You have to, dude. Has Ashley seen it? She'll love it.
No, she's never seen it. She hates documentaries.
Not this one.
Oh, she probably hate it. I mean, we'll watch it. We should probably hate it.
Okay, cool. No, we'll watch it together. Tell me when you're watching it. Hey, when we moved into that double wide, do you remember us going and picking up my mattress and not strapping it down to the roof of the car?
Of course I do. Absolutely, 100%.
His hands.
And I remember your 90-year-old iPod too.
Still got it.
No.
Swear to God, I do.
Wow.
Swear to God, I do. I can't get rid of it, dude.
It belongs in a museum.
Never been out of the
You
case.
should frame it, like shadow box it, and put it on the wall behind you.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't know what shadow box
you really
is.
should.
I don't know what
they
that
do
is.
with like stuff, like the depth. It's got like depth to it. It's a shadow. I think it's a shadow box. They put stuff in there, like they put their baby shoes or something like that.
Oh,
like
is it kind of like
thingies.
the thing that the baseball's in?
No.
That's
It's like
case.
it's framed. It's
Okay, all right.
So
No,
got
but
like-
here's it.
Yeah.
There's songs on there I'll never get back. Anytime we went to a house party, anytime. Okay, so I got this iPod from Joel Wiley. He had it, had a bunch of songs on it. We lived together for a very long time. Shout out Joel Wiley. I know we don't talk anymore, but still love you. Large part of my life. He gave that to me, and he got the number 2. And he's like, "Here, man, you can have this." I'm like, "Sick, dude."
Sweet, dude.
Every single house party, anytime I went to somebody's house, I had a laptop, bling, 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 downloaded all their songs.
That's
every time.
before they made them to break.
Dude,
There were no updates on that. There
never,
was no updating that.
never.
You just bought what you had, and that is all you got. It
That's all you
stored music. It played music. Does the battery still hold a charge?
No, you have to leave it plugged in, but I've got all the adapters. I still use it,
I
dude.
get it.
Bro,
If the battery
scroll-
held a charge still, I would be unbelievably surprised.
let's I'm gonna bring it down when I
should.
bring down other things. I'm gonna bring it down. Hey,
Put it on shelf.
by other things, that wasn't a drug reference. That was for the podcast.
Yeah, that sounded weird. Don't do that.
Why? Why?
Other
So,
things.
my
Speaking of drug reference, I have been informed that I am a dealer. So
what are you doing?
I'm gonna take it as a compliment, man, because if there are people in the old town of Hastings that are spreading these rumors that I'm a dealer, it must
Allegedly.
mean because I'm doing well, maybe? Like because I have things,
Because you're
Like, I
selling,
have
you're
stuff.
flipping
I have-
cars, and
Yeah. I'm dealing cars. I'm
Yeah.
dealing hope. Dealing hope. Encouragement, love.
Oh.
I really don't know where it came from. I mean, I have a guess. I have a guess,
I have a
but
guess too. I wonder if it's the same guess.
it's absolutely the same guess. The same person.
Gross.
Hey,
That made
hey,
this huge Facebook
proud of
post
you.
about me when I got my DUI 2 years ago.
Yep.
Same
Yep.
person, I'm guessing.
which the Facebook post wasn't even true,
No, not at all.
which I found just humorous. And I've tried to stay out of other people's stuff. That's something I used to do a lot. But when it's you, I'm just like, no, that's not it.
It's just people are always going to talk, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter how good you're doing. So one of my things lately, this is we got to have like a moment where we get real and inspirational, if you will. We're not super inspirational people, but we're just trying to do the best we can with what we've got. And one of my big things I like to say is just be less shitty, That's all we can do. If that's all anybody does is just try a little harder to be less shitty, even if it's be less shitty today than I was yesterday. Those little things, they're going to compound. And you're, a year from now, if you're less shitty day after day after day than you were the previous day, you're going to be way less shitty at the end of a year than you were at the beginning of that year. And that's all I'm trying to do. 2 years ago, when I quit drinking again, like it was forcefully, pretty much. I mean, I didn't really have a choice. It was either keep doing what I was doing and probably go to prison for a minimum of 10 years or stop and be less shitty. I chose to be less shitty, and I've tried to choose to be less shitty every single day for the last 2 years. So far, so good.
Yeah. If you're, like you said, if you're less shitty every single day, a year into it, you're going to be 364 times less shitty.
I don't think that's how compounding works, but
Well, you'll be 364 days into being less shitty.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
Yeah. Well, it's
You
like
can-
the penny thing. You take a penny times 2 and multiply it by 2 every single day, and you're a millionaire in like so many days. I don't remember how many it is. But it's like, would you rather have, what is it, $1 million today, or a penny doubled every day for so many days? And it's like not very long in, and you've got like $4 million or something.
Allegedly.
I can't remember what it is.
Yeah. I like that.
I'm disappointed that I can't remember what it is. What?
Collect pennies.
We should double pennies every day. But I'm talking like 1 penny today times 2. You got 2 pennies tomorrow. 2 times 2, you got 4 pennies the next day times 2. You got 8 pennies and 16 pennies and.
Let's stop there. Why can't we do
32
that?
pennies and 64 pennies.
You're still not at it. Why can't we do that?
That's a lot of pennies, and they add up.
Yeah, but if
fast.
it's 2 of us, I don't need 4 million. I'll take 2. I'll take 1. I'll take 500,000, and you can have the rest. I'll help.
I'm cool with whatever, dude.
I mean, stop me sometime here before I give it all away.
Yeah.
Hey. On that note, same thing. I went to a wedding last summer. Lost. I was at 357 pounds. I'm like 190 something. Let's see a bunch of old friends that I used to live with or hang out with that were in my wedding, allegedly, hypothetically, depending on who we're talking about in this mythological world. Find out, right, that after we kind of fist bumped, I tried to shake hands. I was like, hey, look, it is what it is. Find out when said people get to the party bus, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is, he must be using again. Look how much weight he lost. Hard work doesn't play a factor in that?
No, of course not. You didn't know that?
No. I thought I was just eating better and not drinking sugar or beer and pop and eating carbs. I thought that's what it was.
Yeah. No, that wasn't it at all.
Holy dang.
No.
God, you're
drugs.
selling. You're using, or no,
I'm
you're
selling drugs and you're using them.
You're selling them to me. Boom. I found the missing link.
There it is.
It's not that you've changed your life around. It's not that you're doing better. And it's not that I'm eating cleaner.
It's not that I work my ass off to have the things I have. I just sell drugs, apparently.
No, that's it. That's all that possible. Tying back to the iceberg, nobody's gonna ever be cool with. I mean, there's just people that aren't gonna like us and that are always gonna doubt us.
There's the thing that my wife and I would like to do someday, and that is, I want to just buy a billboard, and I want to blast my name on it with a double thumbs up, like, I'm doing good, guys. And just put that out there.
Billboards
right on the highway.
Dude,
where people can drive by it and see it. And then they got to have a reminder like, this guy doesn't suck. And maybe I'll put like in quotes on there, where it just says, be less shitty.
Every day.
We'll put it on a t-shirt, be less shitty.
Dude, we got merch ideas, bro.
Be less shitty.
We've got merch ideas. There was something on the iceberg app that we said too. We'll go back. We've got this documented.
Doesn't matter what you can do. All that matters is what you do.
Man. Yeah.
Have you seen the t-shirt of the guy wearing it? I think it's at like a Walmart or something. But it's like, it looks like a jersey. It's just a t-shirt, but it's like a warm-up shirt, where it just says his name on the back of the jersey type thing. And then you'd have like the logo or whatever on the front. But on the back, it says racist. And then on the front, it says, I'm not.
Oh, smart.
So if you,
only at Walmart.
If you just see the back of the shirt, right? It says racist, but then it says, I'm not racist.
Only at Walmart. Dude, there are fewer things in the world that I hate more than 27th Street Walmart, dude. You ever been there?
No. I mean, I'm sure I've been there, but I was probably
it's
gone.
The worst place in the world. The worst place in the world. And I don't know what it is.
I believe you.
Okay.
I mean, we've got some characters depending on the time you go here, but
I've seen.
It's nothing. It's nothing like what you see online. The only at Walmart type stuff. Oh, we've seen some things, but not quite like those.
What's your dream job, Lance?
Which honestly, it's what I'm doing.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's being a dad, man. Being a dad, being a husband, working my butt off, doing what I can with what I've got. I like working on cars. I like making money. Anything I can do to make money, aside from dealing drugs, I guess. So,
yeah, which we figured out that you're
I'd like to get into real estate. That's kind of what we're trying to work on right now, trying to make some things happen. We got a bunch of moving parts that seem to be going how they're supposed to go. So I don't want to say too much about it. Just we've got things going on that are working out, and we'll see where it goes in the next few months.
I'm proud of you, man.
That's the goal, though. Is I want to be able to. I want to be able to provide people housing and help people any way we can and anytime we can.
Yep.
Ashley's got huge goals too for that, to help women and help people in bad situations get out of those situations. So whatever we can do to, whether that's provide housing or, provide a job in some way, or get them those connections or skills, even teaching people how to fill out a job application. I mean, I know there are organizations that already do that, but in my experience, I've never been to one of those organizations where I felt like super comfortable being there. Like I've been comfortable, not to take anything away from those people, but like to go into somebody who's been in there and been in that position and feel and see where they're at, I think would be really cool for some people. Teach them how to fill out an application, teach them how to fill out a check. There are people that don't know how to fill out a check.
And I think credit, like, I think that should be something in high school. Like, I know I had to pass American government to graduate, which was great.
Right.
The only class I had pretty much focused in, that and English. But I think like a credit course, like, because you and I had such dog shit credit.
Oh, it's bad.
Such dog shit. Like, I didn't know it got that low, bro.
Like a 468, I think is what I was at.
Yeah, I was in the 400s myself, man, and it was
the 400 club.
It was so hard, and now we own houses.
Hey, where's Rick Ross at on this one?
It's a doable thing, man. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of it is confidence. Like with the whole job application thing, I've always said, if I can get in front of you, I've got the job. Yeah. If I can place myself in front of you, because you're selling yourself. And the way I always thought about it, if you're in the interview, they want you. That's how you have something to offer them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I called places when I got out this last time and was trying to get a job. Like I'd fill out an app, but then I'd, call like every day until I could talk to somebody who would look at my app and just be like, hey man, just let me come in and let me talk. Like, I know there's some bad stuff on my application, but if you could just set it to the side and have me come in, I'd love to explain. Yeah.
And if they don't let you do that, a lot of the times that you probably don't want to work there.
Right.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's a perfect way to end it, man. I love you. I love you to death. I'm proud of you, man. Everything that you've encountered and what you've been able to turn your life into, that's amazing.
Thank you. Well, I love you too, and I'm proud of where you're at. I'd say you're not half the man you used to be, but you are literally half the man you used to be. So, yeah. Literally.
Hey, man.
Looking at pictures, man, wild.
I just had to give up. I just had to give up and train my brain into thinking everything I knew and loved about food wasn't the right thing for me. I eat like you.
Better man than me, man. I eat.
Dude, but you eat what I eat, but you do have vegetables and, like the right things.
Not really. Yeah, I'm all meat, fat, potatoes.
Me too. Oh, no.
Pastas.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't had a pasta, dude, in 2 years.
I have pasta almost every single night. I have a noodle
potato?
of some sort almost every single night. It can
grain?
be churched up macaroni and cheese, like the Kraft stuff.
My mom makes me
a whole
mac
box
and cheese.
of that.
My kids love Kraft.
Oh yeah, and I had a couple slices of cheese to it.
Hell yeah.
About half a pack of hot dogs.
Dude, we'll always be.
I slice them
We'll
bad
always
boys
be
up.
ghetto.
Hey, I use scissors on my hot dogs when I slice them up for my mac and cheese. Have you ever used
Scissors?
scissors, kitchen shears for them? Like kitchen shears? Like
I
I
didn't.
boil them, I stab sometimes 2 at a time. Bah! Stab both them bad boys on the fork, bust out the kitchen shears, and just dot, 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 dot. Just slice them down.
Kitchen shears, dude.
Oh, yeah. Bop, 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 bop. Instead of a knife going, you know, bop, bop, bop. Slice them down.
I have so much to learn from you. So much more to learn from you. Dude, the grill I have is the one you gave me, I don't know, 4 years ago. And
4 or 5? 4.
Always almost blow myself up.
I wouldn't want it any other way.
Big booms. Where Melissa will open the door and be like, yo, I'll start it like this. Like this. Want my head over here? Click, 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 boom! I'm not joking. I'm not
That's
playing,
awesome.
dude. My neighborhood, the neighborhood we live in, is not cool with me blowing myself
I bet
up.
you could adjust the igniter, like replace the igniter or something. I'm sure
Maybe.
we could fix it. I could fix it.
Or I could become a man and learn how to smoke stuff. And not in that way. Food way.
Yeah, we'll get you a new smoker.
Cool. Cool.
That's
but
what
you
we'll
have to
do.
teach me to use it.
Yeah.
Is it hard?
No.
So many people have pulled my man card. Well, you know what? I mean, I sing Backstreet Boys online, so that man card's gone.
I'm buying a new smoker here soon, and when I do that, I'll talk to the guy that sells them, and I'll try to get a 2-4 deal. You know, I'll try to work out a price on a second one.
We will always be ghetto. We will always be. You know what you just said? Do you know what you just said? If I buy more, they should knock the price down. Do you know where you learned that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, we're always gonna be these
yeah.
people. That's how I read a tape measure. We might not put this in the episode.
Oh,
2
it
eighths
goes
make
in.
a quarter. 2
It
quarters
goes
make a
in.
half.
It's in.
2 halves make a full one.
Oh, it's in.
You know, that's how I read a tape
It
measure.
belongs in. Oh,
Does
yeah.
it? All right.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to everybody watching. Or not.
Mhm. Everyone who knows what we're talking about.
Yeah. Well, that's how you read a tape.
Mhm.
Yes?
Yeah.
Just saying. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. This has been fun. I love you.
Love you too.
All right, man. This is the man behind the mic.
Until
Who
next
knows what
time.
episode? Until next time. Peace.
Gross.